Hey race fan, Brian Davis races, and you can too. Today we're going to talk about making a sweet potato chili recipe that is fantastic. All right, I've tested this recipe out, and today we're going to make it with ground beef. However, it absolutely does not need ground beef. The recipe's down below. Please do subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and please leave a comment, especially on these cooking ones, because I love doing the cooking ones because I need to make food for myself anyway. And guys, I keep beating this dead horse, but you don't have to necessarily eat less or differently. But if you plan your meals, just make big batches of food and eat that throughout the week. I'm just gonna say it, I guarantee you'll lose weight if you plan out your meals. So make a big batch of this chili for lunch on Sunday, eat it for Sunday dinner, and then have that ready to go for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at work, or whatever the case is. So it's super simple recipe, it's dirt cheap, and it tastes like $1,000,000. The thumbs up icon means a lot to me because it tells YouTube that I make reasonably good content and it's not garbage, and then they show it to more people. So if you can help me spread the word and help accomplish the mission of this channel, which is to grow our sport, grow our knowledge, and grow our fitness, I would appreciate that. All right, sweet potato chili, it's go time. Right. All right, here's all the stuff you're going to need. Again, the recipe is in the description. Everything is listed there. There's a few changes that I made from what I did today to what the recipe is, because you should follow the recipe, not necessarily this video verbatim. Not big changes, but I just basically put too much chili powder in there, and then there's like a can of corn controversy at the end. All right, so you're going to brown a pound of meat, or turkey, or turkey meat, or ground beef, whatever you got. And if you don't feel like doing that, then use rice, or farro grain is what I would use to replace the meat if it was something that I was interested in doing. That ground beef that I have there comes from a local farm, and we bought like a half a cow or something last year, so I trust the source, and it's super lean. Actually, I don't even end up draining the fat from the 1 pound. So there you go. All right, so we got our sweet potato all chopped up. Now, I put a little stopper on this olive oil thing, and that's really helped me to control the amount of olive oil I use, and I found that I get a much better roasting of the sweet potato if I use a little bit less olive oil than I had traditionally been using. Salt, pepper to taste, and then I tried smashing garlic and just roasting that in there. I shouldn't have smashed it before I put it in there. I should have left it whole, but live and learn, live and learn. So if you do that, don't smash it, just leave it whole, because then it comes out like pasty, and at the end when you put it in the chili, it's really good, and it's got the caramelization from the oven. You could also put it in with these veggies too. You really can't mess up chili, right? So all right, one big old green pepper. You could use a different color if you like, and I like the green because I think it kind of gives it that the proper flavor profile for what we're after here. So we're going to open up our cans. Now this is a can of black beans. I did learn something in the grocery store. If you go to the Mexican section and you get black beans, they're actually more expensive than if you go to the canned veggie section. Fascinating. All right, so now our ground beef is browned, and we're going to put our veggies in there, and then we are going to put our spices in. Now this is where I'm going to change the recipe that you are going to see is 1 tablespoon of chili powder. It originally called for 2, and thankfully I stopped at 1.5. Even making it just seemed like it was too much. So 1 tablespoon of chili powder is plenty, and then we go with cumin. 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. If you have it, regular is fine, but smoked paprika does give it a little bit of that smoky flavor, which is great. And then a little bit of cinnamon at the end. So that's 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then salt, pepper to taste. We're gonna get that guy all cooked up for a second, and then we're gonna put our fire roasted diced tomatoes in. I really like the fire roasted stuff. All right, half a cup of water. Or just fill up one of those cans. That little gadget right there from Pampered Chef is a drainer, little strainer for cans. It's fantastic. I love that little thing. If y'all get one, you'll be happy. I'm sure they're on Amazon. So yeah. And everything's going to go in the Dutch oven and simmer. And now we're going to take. We're doing 10 minutes at 425 for the sweet potatoes. And in that 10 minutes, we cooked basically the chili. Now we just need to let it
Alexa,
set
timer for 10 minutes.
So in the second 10 minutes for the sweet potatoes, we're going to simmer this up, get it up to a boil. Then if I was on my game, I'd reduce the heat. I kind of forgot about it. And let that cool off because we're going to end up parking it in the oven for another hour and a half after that. So the sweet potatoes are completely finished. That is done. We're going to pick off that garlic, chop that up, and put that in to soak into the chili. So again, you could do the garlic with the meat and the veggies earlier, or you could put it in the baking pan with the sweet potatoes. In the end, I think I would do this, put it in the pan again, but I wouldn't smash them. I would leave them whole because then they come out nice and pasty. And that roasted garlic flavor and smell is unbelievable. All right, so I like to put the sweet potato to the side because I don't want it to be like overly soggy if it sits in there for the next 2 hours in the oven. And so this kind of a unique way of doing it, I think, is to keep the sweet potato and the chili separate till right at the end. All right, now we're gonna drop our heat, put down at like 200 degrees, drink some water, and then go for a workout, or go for a bike ride, or go run around the block. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. Sweet potato chili. Hour and 45 minutes into this 2-hour workout. I'm ready for this to be done. Very ready for this to be done. This is it. I turned the oven off a while ago because my ride was going longer than I anticipated. Ooh, that looks good. Heck yeah. You know what would be good in there is a can of corn. I don't think we have one. All right, Race fam, well, that's the sweet potato chili. I think in my recipe, now when I made it today, I put 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder. I think I would maybe tame that back even a little bit further to just 1 tablespoon of chili powder, but oh well. Oh yeah, that is good. That just has so much flavor. That those fire roasted tomatoes and the smoked paprika, if you have it, is just gives it so much flavor, and then that little bit of cinnamon on the sweet potatoes really just puts it all together. For an hour and a half, 2 hours, go for a bike ride, and then when you get back, you get to eat sweet potato chili, which will make you happy, I promise, and it's good recovery food. So lots of good nutrients in the sweet potatoes. Again, you could easily swap out the meat for turkey, or I would put some grain or rice even in there, and I think you'd be just happy. It's really the flavor that you're after. Meat's fine, but it could definitely go without meat. I don't think it'd be missing too much at all. And then a little can of corn. That would be good. I think that would help a lot. That would be really good. All right, Race fam. Thanks for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned. We got some racing coming up in the next couple weeks. I'm going to break down a little bit of some trainer road stuff I've been messing around with lately. And, regularly scheduled program for Brian Davis races. So, thanks.